Hello everyone, my name is Mitz, and here we're back with Birth Me Code, surprisingly, you may think. But no, because there's actually the bonuses are actually slowly coming out. Like the longer Miracle Moon is going to remaster Heda's code and on his way to making Project Forge. And after seeing the Patreon questions 1, I honestly thought it would just be like, just fun bonus stuff. But honestly, there's this one right here. I actually went ahead and went through because I thought it'd be something similar to the Patreon questions, just before for some fun. But it actually has some clues, and it's actually making my head hurt a bit. I guess this is supposed to be for the second Patreon questions, and well, without saying anything, these are more clue-worthy bonuses. And this is supposed to be recording 1. November 19th, 2014. 18 hours, 6 minutes, 39 seconds. 39, you say? Oh yeah, November, that day's supposed to be like when, I forgot the main character's technical designation. The person who's the robot AI who's supposed to be in the helmets for, and core the whole game. Isn't that supposed to be your birthday? Like, literally today? Happy birthday! This is a recording. Time when the file didn't lie, this recording began a little after the beginning of the Kill Me game. Apparently it's the first of 3 recordings. The other 2 recordings, I assume, are going to be the ones we're going to see in the bonuses that go out. How'd I get access to these recordings, you ask? By sheer brute force hacking? Backdoors? I don't know. Suddenly one of them became unlocked. I don't know what that means. It seems there are 2 others. One of them is around 15 minutes before this one, and the next is no label. So the next recording is a prologue to before the game started, so I guess, Itine and Marco, doing maintenance stuff beforehand. And who knows what the third one is. I wonder what it means. I better open this one, though. Let's start it and see what's inside. Hello there, Mr. Classroom. The view flickered a few times and settled onto a classroom. It was 6 minutes, almost 7 past the hour. There were 3 figures in the room. The first visible one was a large boy with a horse helmet. I knew who that was, Trisatia. Alongside him was another, also a boy, Ira. This is most likely Tyne's team. I guess right now she's going to be called Averita. Well, is this technically Tyne or Averita because of the 2 groups? Wait, this is the second team. The team with the robots, right? Yeah. I couldn't be sure. Instead, I watched as things were happening on the screen, recorded from Averita's helmet. Oh, this is new. You think waking up in a classroom, being locked in, and then told our helmets would be a permanent addition till we escape from here would get a stronger reaction out of you. But no, you're more interested in that door. I'm not so weak-minded as a panic in a situation like this. I'm only examining our way out. The horse boy was examining the door. His hands tried to dislodge his helmet, but he couldn't. They're all awake. I assume Me already gave her speech since they're all awake and already looking around the room. Did you not get the recording sent by the mastermind behind your abduction yet? I have. I was just not sure if this was true or not. Well, it's true. Why are you so nervous about it, Barrel Boy? The stutter is back. I'm not nervous. You're the one who's stuttering, probably because you tried to take that helmet off just now and Me warned you. No, in fact, I think I'm perfectly fine with this. It's a one-in-a-lifetime chance to take part in something otherworldly. And Cora, are you psychic? You're speaking nonsense. Let's just get the stuff we have to find in here and escape promptly. Do you agree, Ira? Yes. I want to get out ASAP, too. Still loves music. Avery moved away from Trusty to look at the lamp near the door. The one with the little thingy. Ira split from them too and started observing the desk and the cubicle shelves in the back. There's a weird prism in the shelves back here. Leave it there. We should use it to consolidate what we find. Wouldn't it be simpler to use the teacher's desk? See yourself if you want. I don't really care. The teacher's desk actually would be better. Instead of like walking back and forth from the front door to where all the items are. The shelves, the desk, the painting, all the way to the back of the room. Trusty was getting a little annoyed at how they disregarded his earlier thought. He walked up to Avery after I removed the hexagonal prism to the teacher's desk and vacated the immediate area. Don't you understand? This place, it's a kidnapping. We're wearing strange helmets. Yes. I bet they all have sort of functions we can't see. Maybe they'll allow us to gain memories or something. Here it goes. Maybe they're linked. We might be able to acquire some sort of otherworldly capability. Psychic. What if we were able to peek into the minds of those who wear the other helmets? Well, you're not that wrong there, technically. Or maybe we can merge their consciousness with our own. He knows too much. This is too weird to be normal, right? I'm not insane, right? Yes. All this sounds very strange to me. I still couldn't tell if this was Itine. If it was, she played her role very well. Rita was always a very no-nonsense kind of woman. Why would that be the case? I think it's far likely the helmets we are only used as deterrent to stop us from disobeying the mastermind. Isn't that a more grounded thought? I thought I might have convinced you, since you seemed like a grown adult with a good head on your shoulders. Oh wow, you cut me deep. Let's just say our other companion is not so mentally elevated. Well, I don't think there's any elevators here, so. He cast a glance towards Ira, who was lifting desk after desk to look underneath, even if he'd have gotten the same result by crouching and taking a look like that. While that may be the case, don't quickly disregard the others you'll meet, especially if you might spend a while in their company. And by the way, please don't treat me like I'm so much older. Accepting your age is just one step. Oh boy. But I digress. What did you find? I found this cylinder. Please search things too. If you do nothing and only talk about nonsense, I won't hesitate to throw you to the dogs if it comes to it. Tristia realized it was his best interest to participate in the search. He left the immediate area after grumbling something and began looking around the bookshelves. Avery disposed the cylinder she found on the desk, where she met with Ira again. That's two. I wonder how many we'll find. Did you see the painting on the wall over there? Yeah, I did just now. What do you think is so special with it? Oh, the corners have strange shapes in them. I think we'll find 4. I don't know why they have these strange slots in the ends. What about you? Do you have an idea? Maybe we can put something in. That could unlock them. There's this border, see? He grabbed the cylinder and showed it to the teacher. Indeed, a few centimeters down from the top, there was a lighter colored border. The top is like a bottle cap then. Maybe if I just... Don't do this. You might damage the container and then what's inside won't help us. Unfortunately, the lion had already been twisting the prism with his strong arms when she gave her warning. It didn't take very long before the top of it was crushed and it broke off, leaving it open. Oops. Well, I didn't destroy it. God, you klutz. I think I might be able to open them all like this, though. Why am I stuck with this idiot? Hey, that's not very nice to say to someone who just gave you a ticket out of here. Just don't break things by mistake, okay? She gave up on posing him and steadily asked him to do the minimum to conserve the state of the objects. Justia came by them again, while Ira was breaking the hexagonal prism open. Still doing it. That's not too bad. Good idea. I didn't even realize there were things inside of these. Either way, I also found a key. try on the lockers? This whole recording is just like their version of them going through the room themselves. Yeah, but it didn't work. I'll try it on this desk. By the way... Yes? You saw the metal box too, didn't you? Oh yes, the most elusive thing in this game. We already know what's inside you. Yes? And? I can't open it. There's a little keypad on the other side. Whoever knows the code can open it, I suppose. Otherwise, we can't do it. It's also heavy, don't try to lift it. By the time she was done explaining that, Ira was done opening the hexagonal prism too. He quickly went over to the box and lifted it like it was nothing. That's my specialty. Being a meathead is your specialty? Talk about a life-winning skill. It will be life-threatening if you don't shut up. He dropped the box, which made a solid, heavy noise when it collided with the ground. The team of 3 kept away from it since they couldn't open it. So Ira lifted it as effortlessly as I did. Yeah, that's another thing now. If, well, let me continue the thought. That means he must be one of those ex-machinas, whatever they're called. This is indeed a Titan, then. To be honest, I'm not even sure this, like, that will be, like, enough proof, because we already know that Ira's, like, you know, very strong. We just haven't, we were never on his team to begin with, so we don't even know if he can lift that box up himself or not. So, unless it's, like, abnormally heavy to even other people. Well, I guess they demonstrated with that. Well, Mark, what was his name? Oh god, why am I forgetting? Nvidia, like, Nvidia in our group, like, try to lift it up, and yeah, it didn't go so well. Didn't even think it budged to them anyway either. Imagine the piece of paper, the other prison's newspapers. The group was pondering on their meaning. All 3 of them had scoured the information. Drugs, an arrest, and murder. Is this meant to point out crimes we committed? Are you involved in any of that? No. I know some people are, though. Namely our names. They're from a website I managed. While 2 of them were talking, Avery was inserting small polyhedrons in the corners of the painting to open it. Polyhedrons. The polyvalent high school. Inside, she found some me cards, another piece of paper, and a key. Is the website in that one paper? Yes. It's thesinemptiness.com. Although it's written the sin emptiness, well, I originally meant it as the S in emptiness. That's a trivia for you right there. That's way more obscure, you know? For someone who claims they're smart, you can be pretty dumb too sometimes. Oh, shut it. Avery, did you find something? Yes. We have 2 keycards of some variety here. Trustee went over to them, taking them both. He looked at them, apparently trying to spot the difference. The 2 cards were exactly the same, though. He went over to Ira. We should split the things we find equally, but we're lacking a keycard, whatever these are for. I wonder, will we have to use them to play some sort of prisoner's dilemma? What is that thing? It would fly up your head. Don't worry about it. Ira balled his hands into fists, looking very displeased about Trisatia's casual dismissal. I guess I'll take the key then. Reaching the side, she also took a small piece of paper on it, which were written the words, "Welcome to my emptiness." Dang. Tristia stared at it for a while from the side. Ira grew impatient as the 2 of them remained silent. What's with the hold up? What does it say? It says, "Welcome to my emptiness." I can't help but notice that it's the same name as... Huh? As what? I don't remember this very well. My emptiness is the name of some kind of weird underground mafia in the school. You should be aware of it if you're a student from here. Oh yeah, I know that too. All their names appear on that list from the website. The list of the names is made of all the nicknames of the members of my emptiness, then we're a part of it. Is that what links us together? Could be. Do you want to take your chances and say it at the door? I don't especially want to do it, but I trust this is the right answer. I would nudge the two of them over to the box. What about this thing? Don't worry, we will open that. Well, based on the time stamp that started this video, it'll be 60 hours later. Are we supposed to open it? I guess it's optional. And don't go and break it this time. It's not like the little prisms. This is a strong metal box, and it contains something heavy. Don't break it. I mean it. Fine. He split from them, looking dejected. Dang it, I can't lift stuff. This guy wasn't going to say the answer to leave the room, that was certain. It was down to Chastia or Averita. So, will you do the honors, or will I? Just to be sure, the answer is my emptiness, right? Yes. Let me out! What links us together is my emptiness. A small click from the door signaled the answer was correct. Everything else seemed the same from the escaping the room stuff. I'm trying to remember now. When Cora and Cora's group left, was Ira, Chastia, and Averita already out there in the hallway, or did they go out there and then that group came out? I'm trying to remember. The three of them escape under the time limit thanks to Ira's handling the prisons. Don't mind if I head out first. Well under the time limit. Without the courtesy letting the lady lead a charge, he vanished beyond the door. Chastia waited, unsure if he should head out too. He made up his mind and was about to leave when Averita's arm shot out to stop him by grabbing his shoulder. What's this all about then? Before we go, tell me about your delusions. They're not delusions for one. But very well, I'll talk. He seemed far too giddy about the prospect of sharing his idea with the older woman. Her interest in his words did strike me as odd, which only further proved this was a Tyne. She wants to know what he's talking about to see if he has his memories or something. Is this exciting? In a manner of speaking. It's hard to contain my jubilation at all this. Jubilation. A kidnapping, escaping rooms, strange helmets, a mastermind. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. It's like those games I played before. Either someone took inspiration from them or they were meant to guide me to this place, to this time. Something wild will happen, provided I can survive until then. Is it about Is it about espers? Is it about aliens? Is it something else entirely? Something about... I cannot wait for the grand exposition. Grand? Well, you're not gonna be proud for that. What are you talking about? Espers? Aliens? Are you psycho? Well, he definitely does want to be psychic, so... I recalled out from the hallway as Chastia's tone became louder out of sheer eagerness. Please continue your noisy segment to avoid him disrupting our conversation at the very least, and tell me what you know without the imagery. Okay. He brushed the back of his head with a hand as if composing himself anew until he realized his helmet was in the way, and stopped. This is like what my father said before. Yeah, you're a scientist, nuclear scientist father? He still got something he called the me. Not sure I have any idea what that is. Ah, God, I forgot what that abbreviation stands for now again. Something biochromatic something. Not that I have any idea what it is. What does your father do? He was a scientist. I can remember that much. He worked for... You two coming out yet or what? I turned to the boy again. Averita gave an annoyed click of her tongue. It won't be long, just give us a second. Go look around the place for us. Anyway, I forgot what it was. He worked for someone, a company. It was called... E something. Yes, the empty S, we already knew that. Why is this recording here? Is this meant to give some information or another? It's finally more interesting than just a time's escape, at least. True. If you can't remember, it can't be helped. Alright. We should head out, since, as I recall, there's a timer in this room. He wanted to leave, and Avery followed him, grabbing his wrist before he opened the door. He turned his head towards her. Anything else? Your father. What was his name? She's very insistent on gaining information about his father. What's this all about? Is it important somehow? But his father's dead from what he said. You speak as if you know he's dead. No, you said as if it was in the past, so I just assumed. Is he not? Obviously he's gone. As for his name, if remembered, I'd tell you. Sadly, I currently can't even remember my own name, least of all his. If it comes back, tell me, okay? If you insist. He pulled away from her grasp and finally left the room. Alone in it, Avery crossed her arms. I need to get that name. All the records have been wiped. This kid knows about the enemy too. That must have been why his father was removed. I know he was directly working on the enemy. If they can't even remember their names, maybe the dosage was too big. That's a mistake. She was speaking in a hushed tone as if the words were meant for her own self only. Finally, she left the room. When she stepped through, she saw Justitia examining some metal plates at the back of the hallway. Ira was trying to look through the windows, even if they were blocked off. I have recollections of this hallway, but not these plates. Are they meant to confine us? He pushed onto them, but the plates held strong. We can't make it through there. How wonderful. Am I really the only one who's eager to see how things go from here on out? Technically, in the three of you, yes, but the four of us... I would say there's one more person added. We're participating in something completely otherworldly. At this point, I don't think it's otherworldly, just... other sciencely. A side of society only a handful I've ever seen will be open to us. Wait, oh my god, is this another reason why you joined my emptiness? Oh boy. You're still being a psycho right now, man. No, that's not what being a psychopath means, you dumb, zany musclehead. Oh! He snapped his fingers and turned to look at Averita again. The heart of the matter. Ira disregarded him after his insult, which Avery didn't seem to care about as her focus entirely on Justia. My father's name, I remember. It's Zachary. My father's name is Zachary. He was about to say something else, but he couldn't get another word out. Another door opened down the hallway. The three of them straightened out as a tall girl with a rabbit helmet walked out of that classroom. And this is where the recording cuts, but I know how things go past this point. So just Gia's father's name's Zachary? That's the person that Time's looking for. Wait, isn't there some kind of contradiction? Yes, on multiple levels. Something to think about, I guess. Justia knew about the enemy, though. He never mentioned it, probably because he didn't see it being relevant after this point. What does his father know? What exactly is the enemy, anyway? I also wonder about what is inside the recording set to the quarter hour before this one. And the most mysterious one of the bunch seems to be set way later. It seems to unlock later. When? Hopefully soon. Until then, I'll wait. I'll wait even if it's so cold here. It's so cold here. So cold. How long do I have to wait? I need to get out of here soon. I need to get out, even if it kills me. About that ending line, I'm thinking that's mostly just like between jumps, or just like, if it's... Oh, I think they mentioned what her... Well, add me. A for sensor unclear as of now. Bi sensor biochromatic. Property of object type colors. Me sensor meridian, which is a vertical line crossing perpendicularly over the equator, which is horizontal. Measure egg estates. Zachary. After the school was a rather important man, or was anyway. He was not involved in what my MTS was doing, but he was turning a bit of a blind eye to it as he knew his daughter was in it. Unfortunately, he couldn't act to stop it as the MTS had its eyes on what Pandora was doing and had silenced someone trying to stop it already. The last thing he wanted was to be killed by the group his daughter was a part of. He is currently imprisoned, something in time wants to change, which will take great effort. So on one hand, there's multiple things wrong with this whole sentence right here. Well, first off, I want to talk about, since I brought it up, since it seems like that's a Tyne and not Avery talking because of the interest in Zachary's name, that Tyne must be part of the robot group. And I'm wondering, is the robot group all infused with basically all the main characters' memories, personality-wise, into that, and try to incorporate literally every single point? They act out the same way since we're hacking from one group to the next over. But Zachary, he's both dead and alive based on Itine and also Tristia right here. Tristia thinks his father's dead. Maybe that's a cover-up, or that's what maybe other people, maybe MTS or Mindness actually told him that he's dead or something. He's actually imprisoned and he has other kids. Gula and Ira. So basically he's had three children, and they're all doing some horrible stuff one way or another. That's fun. Plus, So Zachary's a scientist, Zachary's a principal. Is it the same exact Zachary or two different people with the same name? Although, no, they must be the same name. It seems pretty weird and kind of stupid to have the same, a character to have the same name. Two characters have the same name. I can't even recall any kind of story that has two main characters have the exact same first name or last. Well, not last, just first name, sorry. Jeez. Scientist and principal. Did he fake his own death as a scientist to get out of the MTS and try to become a principal to put it behind him? But then second, then he had Ira, but then had a different wife, then Gula, and then he started realizing that all three of his kids started going a bad route. Yay! Must be fun for him. That's literally all the clues it has. This happened at the very beginning of the game, and this would be a recording about earlier, and then one for way later, so the next will be the prologue, and the next will be the epilogue, so I wonder how that's going to be shaped up here. But that's really all there is so far. This is probably a very short video. How much time is this? Oh, never mind. It's not short at all. It's 30 minutes. Okay, never mind. But still, It gave some small details, clues to figure things out. Small complications here and there. Double meanings, misdirections. That's all supposed to be a normal part of mysteries, though, too. Just trying to figure out exactly what is what. But, I'll continue waiting for the other bonuses to come out while Remaster and Project Forge come out. Still really looking forward to these. That's why I'm still going through these bonuses. It's great. So, have a fun time watching as I am playing this. We'll see you next time, what time may be, and I'll hope you have a fantastic day.